So, welcome back. Today I will be discussing about the geography. So, okay, tell me, what do you observe in universe, and what are the things we come across to heard about universe? Let's suppose we have galaxy, then we have Milky Way galaxy, then we have stars. We also have asteroids, comets, like that, like planets, sun, asteroids, planetoids, comets. Then we have dust particles also. Then we have satellites. So, like seeing this all things related to universe, I think we can guess the chapter name. So, the chapter which we will be going to discuss about today is chapter number 1, that is Our Earth, from class ninth, chapter 1. So basically, globe. It's a model of the earth. Globe is a model of the earth. It shows the shape of the earth, the land, the water, and the continents and the oceans and the countries of the world. Earth contains the atmosphere, ocean, continent, mountains, etc. Study of the globe is called as geography. We study here physical features like mountains, plains, plateau, etc. So, geography is related to the places like Indian and world, and environment features like forest, deserts, oceans. So, these all are the things which we come across when we study about globe, a model of the earth. So, universe. Universe means it consists of stars, millions of stars, and millions of stars are called as galaxy. So the nearest galaxy to the Milky Way galaxy is Andromeda. So what is Milky Way galaxy? Milky Way galaxy is the galaxy where our planets, our solar system exists. So that is why the nearest galaxy to the Milky Way galaxy is Andromeda. Nearby the Milky Way galaxy we can observe Andromeda. So we'll study the theory with respect to the formation of universe. So if you see this, uh, Ptolemy theory. So initially what happened was, people used to thought that the earth was firm and stationary. It and all others went around it. So people used to think like earth was stable and things are revolving around it. And they also thought that earth, the stars and the sun have been like this forever. Ptolemy proposed that this as geocentric theory without change. So Ptolemy theory was proposed as geocentric theory without change, means the earth is in central position, and everything is revolving around it. It is stable, it is firm and stationary. Rest all things what we can see in space, means from the sky, from the earth to the sky, whatever we see, those all are revolving around the earth. So the books like Vedanga Jyotisha, Surya Siddhanta, and Bhagavata Purana, written by ancient, also states this thing. Next, we will study about heliocentric system. So about 500 years ago, scientists came up with a new understanding that the Earth is not in the middle of the solar system. So after the Ptolemy theory, heliocentric system stated that the Earth is not in the middle of the solar system, that is actually moves around the sun, and the sun itself it also constantly moving, and that the countless stars in the sky are actually like our sun. Copernicus proposed this as sun-centered theory. So first assumption was Earth is in the middle of the solar system, and second assumption in the heliocentric system is sun is in this centric position and rest all other are revolving. And then comes the famous theory, that is Big Bang theory. This was given by Lemaitre and Edwin Hubble. So this is another prominent theory in respect with the formation of universe. So according to Big Bang theory, the entire universe exists as a small tiny ball. small tiny ball whose mass and density is very high. Due to some internal changes, the ball got exploded, and scientists believe that this explosion has taken place around 13.7 billion years. Within a few seconds after the explosion, the remaining part of the tiny ball started spreading with a huge speed. So what happened means, uh, universe used to be treated as a small tiny ball, and due to some mass and density was also very high inside that, some internal changes has taken place, and that is why the ball got exploded. And even immediately after getting exploded around some 13.7 billion years ago, what happened is, the remaining part of the tiny ball after the explosion got spreaded, and with the huge speed, very fastly they were getting spread. So it was believed that still the particles are expanding. So till today also it is believed that the part which was has the part which we feel like has been spreading after the explosion, still today also they are expanding. So but at a slower speed, but compared to the initial stage, they were spreading very fastly, but now at presently if you see, they're spreading at a very slower speed. So hence this theory is also called as expanding universe theory. Why expanding universe theory means, why? Because, so why this theory was called as expanding universe theory means, because it is based on expansion of the particles which we have seen after the explosion of the tiny ball. So this was all about Big Bang theory. So this theory has been scientifically accepted, that yes, there was some small tiny ball, and that small tiny ball got exploded, and because of that whatever the particles have been exploded, those particles only we can see in our solar system in the form of planets or in the form of sun, like that. These are the beliefs. So first theory was about, like, the earth is in the middle place, and everything's are revolving around it. Second theory was like sun is in the middle place and things are revolving around it. And this third theory is Big Bang theory, where we are supposed to believe that there was a small tiny ball exist in the universe, and it was containing a very high mass and density. Due to some internal changes it got exploded, and that is why scientists believe that explosion has taken some around 13.7 billion years ago. And after few seconds of explosion, the remaining part of the tiny ball started spreading with a huge speed, and it was believed that particles still are expanding today, but at the lower speed compared to the initial stage. It was at the faster speed, but now at presently if you see, the speed has been reduced, and that much reduced that it is spreading at a slower speed. So that is why this theory is also called as expanding universe theory. So Big Bang theory is also called as expanding universe theory. So formation of universe. The particles which were divided slowly started accumulating. The particles which were divided slowly started accumulating the gases around them, mostly hydrogen and helium. This led to the density differences in them, and also the gravitational differences in them. So this led to the density differences in them and also the gravitational differences in them. So, the particles which are divided slowly, they started accumulating some gases around them. Mostly the gases were hydrogen and helium. This led to the density differences also, and the gravitational differences has also occurred because of these gases accumulating. So the combination of all these factors led to the formation of stars, and in turn formation of galaxy around 5 to 6 billion years ago. So from the small tiny ball, after it get exploded, these things have been believed. Like after they got exposed, whatever the particles have been spreading during that time, those particles started accumulating some gases like hydrogen and helium. And then there was the combination formation of stars. And as the formation of stars collectively is called as formation of galaxy. And this was taking place around 5 to 6 billion years ago. So after 5 to 6 billion years ago, from the above, the solar system started forming. And from then, planets started forming around 4.6 billion years ago. So first, what has formed? First, stars has formed, and collection of stars means galaxy has formed some 5 to 6 billion years ago. And after that, from around 5 to 5.6 billion years ago, our solar system has been observed, like started forming. And from like around 4 to 6 billion years ago, we can see the planets have started forming. So this was the sequence. 5 to 6 billion years ago, galaxy started. Then then around nearby that, solar system started, and then planets started. So this was all about the Big Bang theory and the formation of universe. So this is the activity. I have to like explain the Big Bang theory in detail and discuss on what universe is consist of. So you all discuss with among yourself, and please tell me what you have discussed and how you have discussed. You have to discuss within your friends, students, okay? And you have to collect the information related to different theories with respect to the formation of universe. So please collect the information with respect to the formation of universe, different theories, like we had already discussed heliocentric theory, then Ptolemaic theory, then Big Bang theory. Big Bang theory is the most famous theory. So if we do the evaluation, so what is globe? Globe is nothing but it's a model of the earth. It's it's a performer, it's a model, it's a thing where we study each and everything about earth. It may be the continents, oceans, water, any kind of gas, any formation of continent, formation of earth, formation of solar system. Everything we study by basing a model globe. And if you want to locate also, latitude and longitude also will study in globe. So what is the study of globe is called as? The study of globe is called as what? The study of globe is called as geography, or the study of globe is called as earth. Next is, what is universe consist of? So universe is consist of formation of stars, and we have planets, solar system, asteroids, then we have seen comets. So there are many things we can see universe is consist of. So what are the different theories with respect to the formation of universe? So first theory we have seen about Ptolemaic theory. Then we have seen different books also, and then we have seen related to this is heliocentric theory, which believed that sun was in the center place and everything revolves around it. And the fourth theory was Big Bang theory, and Big Bang theory stated that there was a small tiny ball exist all over everything in the space. When it got exploded due to some internal changes, the particles got spread at a very faster speed. And initially it was faster speed, the particles, and slowly the speed got reduced. And today also, if we observe, it is believed that they are still expanding at the slower speed. So all those expanding particles only has been the reason for the formation of stars, then the formation of solar system, then the formation of planets, as we can see. So here is a home assignment for you all. So write about the formation of universe in about 5 to 6 lines, and I will be checking this tomorrow. So thank you. This was the end of the class.